I like how the light reflects in your glasses.
Should I take them off?
No, you need them to see, don't you? Hi everybody, thank you for being here. My name is Paige Layle. If you do not know me, you may know me from TikTok. If you're not doing so already, you can go check out my TikTok at Paige Layle, and while you're at it, you can follow my Instagram with the same name. Today, I am here with another human being. This is my mom. Last video that mom appeared in seemed that everyone really liked it and liked watching my mom do things. So I brought her back.
You know what it was? I was drinking Baileys. People like that.
Our last video that my mom and I did together, I was asking her questions about being a mother of an autistic child. And today we're kind of gonna switch it around a little bit, and mom's gonna ask me some questions, and we're just gonna talk back and forth and hope that you guys enjoy my mother talking to me about things.
I wanted to preamble. There was a lot of people I asked what they would want to ask their family or their child or their friend that they know has autism. They had questions that they'd like me to ask on their behalf. I did get a lot of people that reached out. Some of the questions don't really apply, I'm sorry. And some of them are just generic, and there's a lot of thank yous. Thank you for talking, and thank you for being real. Okay, go to the hard one first.
Do you want us?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, maybe just a sec.
What?
I'm okay. I just, well, one, when I cry like this, it fogs up my glasses, so I can't see very well. But the other thing is just that there's so much more that I could have done for you, and I didn't.
Well, there's no sense, you know, the past doesn't exist anymore, so.
Well, that's my first question is actually, as a mother, what should I have known or noticed to have helped you?
That's tough because I don't know what you did notice, because there were probably a lot of things that you noticed but ignored.
Fair. I think there was something like I just never dawned on me that you were autistic. Oh, like maybe an attention seeker. I did think that the girls at school were a little bit mean, you know, like you're beautiful. And I think that I felt like they picked on you because of that, or because you're already beautiful, you already get special attention, and that you were looking for more special attention. You would say to me, like, I feel so different. The thoughts are different, and if everyone felt like this, then they wouldn't want to be here either.
I think that I was just very confused a lot through my childhood because you guys already had like a preconceived opinion of me before I was even here, I feel like. Like you were like, this child is this way, and I was not that way. But like, I feel like you and dad really thought that I was that way.
Perfect. We thought you were perfect.
Well, you guys also thought, what a dramatic attention seeker, spoiled kid that cries all the time. And I can't remember ever crying for attention, ever. I cried because I was overwhelmed and stressed and sad and angry. I don't know, I was always a nuisance for crying, and I don't know, I think that's always stuck with me, and partly like why I'm a people pleaser now and why I have such a hard time asking for help. I kind of ask for help like every day. And I don't know, you guys just didn't really help. I was just like... So looking back though, is there something that you wish that you could have said or done that would have made it clue? Like, I think that that's hard because as a child, I was a kid. You know, I think that's hard to be like, allow me to explain to you what my needs are, but like... I don't know what my needs are. I don't know what my needs are because I'm a kid. Like, you know, like I would love if you and my teachers and stuff taught me about like emotional regulation and emotional maturity, but like that didn't happen, so I had no other tools, and I'm still learning. I think the only thing I remember is dad telling me to stop crying, and I was like, I can't. And like, you're yelling at me more, I cry more. And then he would get more mad. And I'm like, obviously I'm not crying for attention when you are increasing my sadness and I am continuing to cry. A lot of the times I wish I didn't look like this, because I feel like if I looked anything other than what I look like, people would take me more seriously. What I look like is not me. Like it's you and dad, and then you just like produced me. But like I'm not my appearance at all. People just look at me and they already have like a thought of everything about me, and that's true. People think I'm pretty, and that's really great, but I have a lot of problems that were always overlooked, and that was not fair. So fast forward though, do you think that you would be in a position to be able to help as many people as you've helped now if you were not as good looking? No offense, but people are more attracted to good looking people. Could you have more followers because you're beautiful? But I will also say that I would, no offense to everybody that's watching these things, I'm not like happy about being like, oh, I went through shit so I could help other people. I'm very happy. I would rather not go through shit. You know, I would rather have not have done that. Yeah, that makes sense. And then not have had this. Oh, you got something out of it. Like, I mean, I did, but I still would have preferred not to. Not a very happy person. Another one of my questions, kind of a roundabout, is looking back since your diagnosis to today, you're 21. Do you have any regrets on how we handled, or you handled, or I handled your diagnosis of being autistic? Because I
I do.
I have a hard time looking back, like when it comes to my own self, like having any regrets, because I did the best that I could with the information I was given at all times. And of course, you know, hindsight's 20/20. Like I could look back and be like, oh, you should have done this. But like I was 15, I was a child, I didn't know much about anything. Like, so regret's a hard word because I don't think I can regret things. I'm not in a position to have done anything better than what I did. I don't know if it was safe for me at 15 to be autistic openly. So I don't think that I can regret that. That's a good point.
Other parents or whatever, when they ask, a lot of them preamble with, we're not telling anybody. And a lot of that is for their child's safety, just like you probably felt, right? But when I look back, I have a different outlook now. I don't think it's fair for your child that's autistic to then have to like know that they're autistic and then we're not talking about it, because that's like saying you're not good enough. So we have to hide what you are because you're not good enough for everybody else, or clearly there's something wrong with you. So now I feel like that would suck. Like that sucks. That's like saying, Paige, like try not to be weird. Try to make everybody else feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
And you end up feeling worse.
I think that when I was diagnosed, it was a big identity crisis, because I realized like for the last 15 years, that's exactly what I was doing. My whole life was trying to make everyone else happy, trying to fit in, trying to please everybody, trying to fake my life for others. And then when I was diagnosed, it was like, so this is what you're doing. Maybe stop it, maybe be a human being. But at the same time, like learning that and then kind of really not going into it and finding out what that means was kind of tough. It was nice going through life and knowing why I am the way that I am. But then also I was kind of trying to push it away as well. Like there wasn't enough, I didn't get enough information at the start, and that would have been cool.
When you first got diagnosed, I remember you going, oh my God, Mumsy, I'm not crazy.
Because all my life I was just an attention seeker. I was just a little
drama queen.
Drama queen, yeah.
There was a point in time when you said, after you received your diagnosis, that you were like upset, and I was like, but we know what's wrong with you. And you said, but it doesn't change anything. But it's like, okay, well, we know that you're autistic, but it didn't change your thought process or your...
Yeah, now there's just a name to what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, because I remember too, like months later, like you're like, what's wrong with you? Like you're acting more autistic now. Like, are you doing this as like what are you doing? I was like, I'm not acting like anything. I'm just now like, because you were vacuuming and I really hated it. I've been like dissociating every time a bad thing happens so I can push through it. And now I know that I don't have to do that anymore. Like now I know what I was doing and that I don't like it. And there's a reason why I don't like it. And I'm allowed to not like it. I just remember you being like, you're acting more autistic now. And I'm like, this is how I've been feeling my whole life. It's okay if I don't like the vacuum cleaner. Like, let's all just not freak out about it, you know? But I don't think that, like, looking back, there was anything more I could have done with the knowledge that I had at the time. And being a kid, like, personally, would have been cool if you and Dad did something more. But I personally don't think that I could have done anything else with the knowledge that I had at 15.
So what kind of things do you think that we could have done more?
I think that well, you're doing a pretty good job now. Dad still knows nothing. I think that it would have been really cool if you guys like learned everything you could about autism and talked to me about it and helped me understand who I am and what I'm doing. And I really wish too that you guys like really realized like how my childhood, like how not knowing I was autistic my whole life and like how that really affected me and still does to this day, and all of the things that I was taught on how to be,
how to act, that type of thing,
and how, I mean, even today, like it still takes a pretty big toll on me. I am a big people pleaser. I think that it really would have been cool when I was diagnosed if you guys knew what autism was.
I think you're right. But I also think that as time progresses,
it's easy to look back and have regrets.
I know. But where I'm like, but there really wasn't a lot of knowledge available. Like most of the things I've had to learn myself. I think there's more information out there now. Didn't help you, but I hope that moving forward,
I just think like it was like, I mean, that's true, and I hope that we keep going.
Do you think that there's more information for autistic people now, or I think there's more information, and I think that
obviously.
Yeah, there's lots more information available.
Yeah, there's more every single day, so of course there's the most now.
What is the most rewarding part of your day?
Rewarding part of my day.
Rewarding part of your day.
The day that provides the most reward to me.
No, what's the part of your day that's most rewarding? So
yeah, sorry, what's your example?
Well, I like the end of the day.
You like the end of the day, or the end of the day is the most rewarding to you?
I like the end of the day. I like cleaning up after the day. I like at work, I like clearing my desk.
The most rewarding part of my day is when I lay in my bed at night and I plan like everything. Because I really like having a schedule, and then the more I plan, the less stressed I am. And it's past 8:30 p.m. because Macy is already tired and won't bother me too much.
I already kind of asked this one, like, how do you handle stress? But we know that you do.
I don't.
But you plan. So tell me about some of the things that you deal with on a daily basis that stresses you out, and if there are other ways that you could handle them. What
a good question. Would you like a list of things that stress me out on a daily basis?
Well, but there has to be a positive outcome from it. So
there has to be a positive. That was not part of the question.
What kind of things that are...
Oh, I know. I have an answer. I have also answers.
Okay, go.
Things that stress me out. Showering. My least favorite thing in the world. Showering is made better when I put earplugs in. Showering is also made better when I have a detachable handle, so I don't have to put it in my hair. I do like that.
Can I just keep this in? Don't lose your focus. But Paige also very much hated everything to do with bathing when you were a child.
Yeah.
I mean, you did it. You know, obviously, you take care of your hygiene and all that stuff, right?
But not very well.
Hated it.
So, and I remember as well as a child.
Like you would cry
every time. And I remember you having to put the cloth over like my eyes because water would get in my eyes and it would burn.
But the water wasn't getting in your eyes.
But I always thought I would squeeze my eyes like this. Like I remember coming out and my eyes hurt because I would squeeze them because I had water in my eyes before.
I know, once.
And it hurt.
I know.
And then for the rest of my life. Yeah. Like I think up until I took like my first shower. I know, even when I took my first shower, because you were with me, you still had a cloth over my head. I never like stand under this because I don't want the water going in my face. So I used to come out of the shower and still shampoo up here. And you put my head in the sink and get it out. Do you remember?
I do.
Because I hated it. Showering sucks. Doing the dishes sucks. I hate being wet. Oh, another thing that helps with showering though is I really don't like wet hair touching my back. And so I never have it touching my back. And then when I get out of the shower too, I wrap the towel under my back, in between my back and my hair. And so then the wet hair doesn't touch my back. I like being covered.
I actually took a video of you in the pool.
When?
Like a couple weeks ago. And you were like going around like this so the hair wouldn't touch.
Oh, I hate it. I go fast enough, it doesn't. I ran out of neck strength.
Look at it. What a good idea.
But yes, being wet, I hate it. Other things stress me out. Dishes. I don't like my hands being wet, like washing my hands, I also hate. And washing dishes, and now I'm soapy and slimy, and there's wet food, and the dishes clang, and that sucks. First of all, dishwasher. Second of all, dishes that don't clang. My dishes are made of bamboo, and so they don't clang. Oh, I don't like vacuuming. Vacuuming's too loud. And also, I can't see what's on the floor, so how do I know what's clean and what's dirty? So now what I do is I push all the dog hair into piles, vacuum the piles. And then also put in my earplugs and it's not as loud. Living stresses me out. Capitalism stresses me out. Being alive.
Okay, but things that are in your life right now.
Clients stress me out.
Yeah.
Working stresses me out. Having people come in and out stresses me out. My dog stresses me out, but I love her more than she stresses me out. So everything's fine.
Clients that text you.
Clients that want to talk to me at all.
You know, Paige, do you have everything available on whatever day? Like, go on the website.
Go on the website.
Book it on the website.
I want as little human interaction as possible. Yeah. Next question.
Do you think there are advantages to being on the spectrum?
Yes. I think that I'm a lot smarter than everyone else. I think that autistic people are a lot smarter than everybody else in general. I think that like our ability to see the like small fine details, like I think people just overlook a lot of our talents, and we're pretty important to society, especially like considering like so many great minds were autistic.
Yeah.
Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, Elon Musk.
Wentworth Miller.
I think that the way that we think makes so much sense. I don't know. I know that people think that we're quite puzzling, but I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't understand social cues. Why does anybody? Or because they're not even foolproof. So why do you even care about them? Why can't we all just communicate in a more effective way? I think that we're very straightforward and honest. I think that we have a lot of traits that I would consider very desirable. I don't even think that we're bad at social interaction. I just think we're different. I think a lot of neurotypical people are bad at social interaction.
I agree.
We're loyal. We're good friends. I get so happy about things that, like, I love crystals. Like, they're rocks. I get so happy with rocks. Like planning makes me so happy. Anatomy makes me so happy. Animals, kids make me so happy. It's a feeling that that feeling would even ever exist if I was neurotypical. Oh, disadvantages? Not everyone being autistic is a disadvantage of being autistic.
Compare yourself to your brother, i.e. how things may have seemed in high school for you versus him.
I remember growing up, Graham always being like the shy little kid.
Yeah.
Had all these friends, but he was so shy, just a little guy.
Everybody liked him.
Everybody always liked Graham. And then I was very like loud and extroverted, and I was the one that was in theater, and I was the one that was really good in school. And then high school hit. I was still, you know, the one that was in theater and the one that did really good in school. Graham was still the one that was liked by everybody, but then all of a sudden Graham was like the most popular kid in school, and I was a big fat loser.
You were never a big fat loser.
I ate lunch by myself like every day. That's like one of the loser tropes in the movies. I was best friends with Dr. Brown, who made me a quilt when I graduated.
She's amazing. I love Dr.
I love Dr. Brown as well. I have a stuffed animal on my bed upstairs that's from Mrs. Larson. Like, I was friends with the teachers.
But do you think that you took yourself away from those people? Like from, because you...
Listen, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to assimilate myself to fit in with people that I should not be with.
Okay.
Either way, I did not fit in those situations with those people. And whether it's because they were right for me or I wasn't right for them, that's the same thing. In high school, a lot of small-minded people, a lot of people I didn't get along with, just like a lot of people, they had different interests than I do. And I think that also, like, looking like this, everyone expects me to, they look at me and they expect me to be, you know, one way. I wasn't a big partier. I didn't skip school. I ate the same food every day. I did really good in class. I think if I didn't look like this, I probably would have been able to find friends, because I really didn't fit in with anybody. People thought, oh, she looks that way. Then people that were probably more like unpopular than I was wouldn't even talk to me because they didn't think that I would be anything like them. And then people that were popular didn't talk to me because I was just a big freaking weirdo that cried every day. I was just gonna say, like, and compared to Graham, like, I think that he's a lot less stressed than I am, that he's always been a lot less stressed than I am. So much less responsibility put on him.
I think that you looked for the work. You looked to get 100%.
Yeah.
110% actually.
No,
and I think that Graham's like, well, I'm probably not going to get 100%. So if I get 70, that's pretty good.
I'm a rule follower. I study all night. I get 100%. I drive myself to and from dance. Like, I'm there on time. I do all my stuff. I learn everything. I'm nice to the teachers. I'm doing all these things. And then I think that Graham is just a normal guy. And he just hangs out with his friends every day.
Do you think that your brother is even more so chill because you're not?
Yeah, that is such a big thing. I'm very thankful that my brother's the way that he is, because I think if he had like anything going on, I would feel like butthole for taking it all away from him. Graham always has known me as just this big crying mess. Like, he always sees me this way. And I always felt so bad that this is who I am to him. I would go in his room and talk to him and tell him I'm sorry. If he needs something or if he wants something, like, it's not all about me.
No, and you know, like, there's lots of times you're the person he would go to.
Well, yeah, right? but finishing my thing, that, like, he would always say, like, I'm fine. Do it. Like, I don't care. Go talk to mom and dad all you want. I'm just in here. I'm fine. I'm so happy that he's fine, so that I can have the room to not be fine and take up y'all's attention. But then also, I feel like a lot of my life, I've put so much pressure on me and been all these ways. Graham's seen what that's done to me and how I've never been happy. And I think that he's like, oh, don't do that. Yeah, that sucks.
But that's not your fault.
No, I know. No, I'm happy. I would like to not be like this. But I also am glad that my brothers lived a happier time. Like, and all throughout high school, like, I was, especially after I graduated and he was still going in high school, I was very jealous. Not even like jealous, like that's what I want now, but that's really what I wanted done. Like, I really want, like, he hangs out with people my age. He hangs out with people older than me. Those people were never even my friends. And those are people I wanted to be my friends. And I'm really glad they like my brother, but I'm like, why didn't I have any friends? Like, why didn't I have 18 different places to go on a Friday night. Macy, shut your butt.
How different is your relationship with or is it even different now that you don't live at home?
I think that it changed primarily when he went downstairs was the first time that it changed. And I would say it's remained constant from then until now. I don't think that we're as close as we were before he went downstairs, but I think that all like, it all kind of started to change when he went through puberty and like started liking girls and stuff, because I think that it's a common thing in like men to be like, oh, that girl that I love as my sister, other people think of her the same way I'm starting to think about other girls. I don't like that. Graham sees me as like a caretaker. But I think that moving out, like, it hasn't changed very much, except we probably talk even less now.
Do you believe that people show that they care in different ways?
Mother, yes, but I know what you're trying to do.
Okay.
You're really, he shows that he cares by not talking to you and not doing anything. Like, I've had enough of you trying to tell me that I can get treated like shit and it's because someone cares about me.
I think one night I called you and he was here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's the problem? Me saying that I said he comes here less now than like we talk less than we ever have. Okay. And you said people show they care in different ways.
No, but I just don't mean that.
I never said he doesn't care about me.
Did you think that you were autistic before you were diagnosed autistic?
No, I did not. I thought that I had anxiety, probably OCD.
And Paige drive?
Paige can drive. Paige does not like to drive. Paige would rather not ever drive. Paige will shut down if she drives like more than 40 minutes.
But you did drive?
I did. It was 6 hours. I drove straight from Montreal back to where I am, where I live. And I did that because I had to. It wasn't as bad because once you got out of Montreal, it was really just like straight for like 2 hours straight. That's okay, I can do that. But I did take 2 breaks to not freak out. I know that we're done the questions. Yeah. But is there anything else that you would want to ask me or talk about or anything?
Mentally tapping out, I think.
Are you?
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have questions you want to ask me? No. Do you still love me?
No. I'm out.
I love you though.
I love you too.
Okay.
I was joking. Of course I love you. I'll always love you. You're my mom.
Thanks for having me in your video.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to do it again. No, I will, but...
You don't know! Thank you, Mother, for being in my video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching and learned a little bit about autism along the way. Thank you for watching, thank you for caring, and we will talk to you later. Bye. Have a good day. Bye!